Hello YouTube, welcome to Crime Alley Comics. Tonight I want to share with you some books that I picked up over the last couple of weeks. I haven't been to my LCS in about 3 weeks, so I'm going tomorrow, but unfortunately I wasn't able to go today, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the stuff that I've got over the last few weeks because it's been about probably 3 weeks since I've done a video. And then after I think I'm going to go to the LCS tomorrow to pick up my the stuff from my pull list. So after I get those, then I can do another video, I guess. So anyway, most of what I picked up is either from Midtown Comics or from Jake's Antiques. But I did stop. There's a new comic book store in Fort Wayne, and it's called Arcade Comics. Big R, Big C, ADE Comics. A couple of guys got together. I forget their names right offhand. I've got their card, but it's not here at the moment. And they just started this comic book store, I'd say about 3 weeks ago. It was a week prior to when I went, and I went 2 weeks ago, so yeah, it's been about 3 weeks ago. And these two guys rented this, it's an old fire station. It's a very cool place to visit, and they didn't have a lot of stuff out yet. I mean, they had a lot of stuff, but they didn't have a lot of older stuff out yet because they hadn't had a chance to go through and price their books and so on and so forth. But they had something there that I had to get for my wife, and it was very reasonably priced. And so I just had to have it. And then, of course, like I said, I've picked up some stuff from Midtown Comics. I picked up some stuff from Jake's Antiques and eBay. So I'm going to start off with the books from Midtown Comics. This is World's Finest, Batman Superman World's Finest, #1, which just came out, I believe, last week. Had to have this one because it has the 66 Batmobile on it. Very cool book. Let me make some room here to set these down. I also picked up the Art Germ cover for that same book, Batman Superman World's Finest #1, and I picked up 2 of these. Hope you can see those okay. As you know, I'm a big Art Germ fan, so I had to get those. Now this I picked up off eBay, and it's a book. In fact, I don't remember exactly now if Metarog got this book or not, but it's part of the same series of books that he got at Fantasticon in Toledo when they went up to see Silver Age Dave and so on. But and forgive me, I'm sorry, I forget the name of the guy that Metarog went with, but he gave him this book, if I remember correctly. I don't know if it was this one, but it was one in the series. But this here is called Clear the Track. It's from, I think it's from 1957. It's kind of a light colored. I hope you can see that all right. Very cool old train book. And as you know, I do love old trains and model trains and the whole bit. So I had to pick that up off eBay. And there's a couple of other ones that I'm watching, but I haven't got those yet. So this is another one I picked up off eBay. It's a reprint of The Brave and the Bold presents the Justice League of America, and just a very cool. I can't afford the original, so this is a good stand-in. Hope you can see that okay. All right. then of course I had to have me some more Neil Adams. So I bought Dead Man number 5. This is one that I actually did have, but I got a decent price on it, so I picked it up again. I love this cover, so. And I also picked up an Alex Ross cover of Batman Beyond number 31. Very cool Alex Ross cover. Let's see. This one is also from Midtown Comics. The next two are from Midtown Comics. I had not picked up Batman Killing Time number 1. So I picked that up from Midtown Comics. And Elvira meets Vincent Price number 5. Very cool cover. Now these next books, now as you know, my wife is a big Stephen King fan. So she's trying to collect all of his books. I think she has every one of Stephen King's books except for about 11. I think. So that's all she has left to get, and she'll have a complete collection of Stephen King novels. Well, of course, there's also comic books for Stephen King. And this one is Stephen King's The Dark Tower. And this one is a series called The Gunslinger. There's 7 copies, or 7 issues of this comic book. And they had this full set at Arcade Comics. I bought this entire set of books, this 7 books, for $11. They were laying out on the counter, the whole set. And I asked them, I said, are these for sale or has somebody already purchased these? The guy told me, he said, those have already been sold, but he said, I think I have like 7 full sets of these. So he went back in the back room and pulled out another set of them and brought them to me and said, I'll sell these to you for what I sold it to that guy, $11. So I'm going to go through and show you these now. This is number 1. And I forget now. Yeah, Jay Lee. I believe Jay Lee did the cover on this. That's number 1. This is number 2. Kind of a sick cover, but you know. I think this is also Jay Lee. Yeah. Number 3. And if you notice at the top, I don't know if you can see it or not, but if you notice at the top, yeah, they had, and I don't know if you can read it or not, it looks like it's pretty bright on there, $4 just for this book, if they were selling them as individuals. So, you know, if they would have wanted $4 for each of these for 7 books, that'd have been $28, and I paid $11 for the whole set. This is number 4. If I remember correctly, I think my wife had 1 or 2 of these already I had picked up for her somewhere, but when I was able to get the full set, then, you know, it's like, yeah, I gotta have that. Here's number 5. Number 6. Sit still. And number 7. All right. And I'm pretty sure all those were Jay Lee covers. Now, as far as comic books go, the find of the week, or 2 weeks, or however long it's been, we were in Jake's, and I've been looking for this book for a long time, and I just wouldn't pull the trigger and buy it because I didn't want to pay what they were wanting for it on eBay. Okay? But I've really been wanting this limited collector's edition for a long time. It's C-34 Christmas with the Super Friends. I picked this up at Jake's Antiques. This thing was setting behind 3 or 4 other books. I just happened to see like this top edge of it right here, and I thought, man, that looks like that book I've been looking for. So I went over and pulled it out, and sure enough it was. They had the price on this marked at 12 bucks, but they had 25% off of that booth, so I ended up getting it for $9. And on eBay, I can't touch this for, you know, for one that's in any kind of decent condition, can't hardly touch this for less than $20, $25 plus shipping. So I was really happy to get this for the price I got it for. And it's complete. It's in really good shape. I mean, it's got some flaws, of course, but as you can see, it's pretty doggone nice. So that was I was really stoked to find that. Now, that's all for the comic books. Now for other things. As you know, I've picked up a couple of the Penguin Batmobile from the 1966 TV series. Well, one of them I bought off eBay. They showed in the picture the very first one that came out, which was in 2009, I believe, from Hot Wheels. But the one that they sent me was the 2021 version. So I contacted the seller and I'm like, you had pictured the one from 2009. This one is not the same one you had pictured, and in their description it says what you see is what you get, basically. And the lady said, I had no idea. She said, I just knew it was the car, the Penguin Batmobile. She said, I never even noticed that the packaging was different. So I told her, I said, well, I'll keep it, but at the same time, the main reason I was getting it was because it was the 2009 version that she had pictured, and she said that's what she was selling. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even bid on it if I'd have known it was the newer one, because I already had a couple of those. So anyway, got on eBay again, and I found another one. It had pictured the one from 2009, and I bought this one, and luckily it is the one from 2009. So very happy to have this one, because this is the 2009 packaging, and of course you won't be able to see it, but on the back it has 2009. I think it's, yeah, right there above my finger. It says 2009. You probably can't see it, but anyway, this is the 2009 version, which that's what I wanted, and this time that's what I got. When I collect Batmobiles or any kind of Hot Wheels or anything like that, it may be the same car, but I'm wanting the packaging, and I'm wanting the first in series type thing. So when you show me a first in series and you send me the brand new version of it, that's not what I'm trying to buy. So I wasn't very happy about that. Anyway, I finally got the original first copy of the Penguin Batmobile. Now, the next thing I want to show you, I picked this up at Jake's Antiques as well. I picked this up at Flea King. This came out, I forget now. I forget when this came out. See if it says. 96. Yeah, 1996. This came out in 1996. It's a figure that I wanted in 1996, but at the time, I didn't get it. And then they ran out of them, and you know. This one here was setting at Flea King. Oh, no. It wasn't Flea King. It was at Jake's because this guy had 50% off in his booth. The limited 100th edition chrome Batman action figure. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's very cool. It's got a very cool base that comes with it, as you can see in the background there. See if that'll help. Well, getting a little glare. But anyway, been wanting this since 1996. And I saw that sitting there, and they had $35 on it, and I thought, no, I'm not going to pay $35. Then my wife said, look at the sign, 50% off. I'm like, okay, $17.50, I can deal with that. So, so I picked it up. So I'm very glad to have that. Also at Flea King. Flea King's where I picked these up. Flea King, I find Batmobile, Hot Wheels and stuff all the time. Well, not this time. They didn't have a single Batmobile, but, and I already have this, but they had the new Enterprise. I don't know how well you can see that, but ooh, sorry for the glare. And they had, and I hadn't seen this one. This is the X-Wing jet. I've got the blue one, but he had the black one there at Flea King. So I picked up the black one. I thought that was pretty cool. I've never seen the black one. And it is, well, of course it's copyrighted 2001, but I think this is 2002 series. I think it came out in 2002. But the copyright's still 2021. And the last thing I think that I have to show you, I did happen to come across this Batmobile from the Batman. Now this is not the Batmobile that's in the movie, but it is pretty cool. So I picked that up. And I think, well, I just picked this one up a couple days ago, but my daughter had already picked me one of these up, so I got two of them. But she was also able to pick up a few other things. And my son Jordan, that lives in Missouri, he picked me up a couple of the 66 Batmobiles that's on the orange card, the larger orange card, and it's got Batman in the background. He found me a couple of those. You know, so I am starting to get some of these, and they are starting to show up in Walmarts around my area. So hopefully there'll be more of those to come. Anyway, I believe that's all I have for today. It's been a long week. My wife's brother had surgery on his shoulder today, so my wife is at his house taking care of him. She went with him to the hospital and stayed with him at the hospital this morning. Brought him home from his surgery, and she's going to stay with him a couple of days to help him recuperate, or take care of him while he recuperates, you know, cook for him and clean, whatever. Take care of his dogs or whatever. So she's there helping him out. So tomorrow I am going to go to Fort Wayne and pick up my my pull list for my LCS. So hopefully in the next couple of days I can get another video put together for you guys. And the other thing, and I keep forgetting about this. I keep forgetting. You know, I'm getting the Batman 66 train, HO scale train from Bradford exchange. Well, I got another car the other day, and I don't know if I even showed you. I know I've showed the first two cars, but I don't remember if I actually showed you guys the flatbed car with the Batmobile on it. And then the fourth car came, and it is an actual passenger car, and it's got the Joker on the side. It's very cool. So I'll try to remember the the next time I make a video to bring those out and show you those as well, because they're really cool. And let's see. Oh, I was going to let you know too. And maybe I did tell you guys before. Heck, I don't remember. But I picked up a new mini. Well, I say mini. It's a small drill press about this tall. And I bought that because I wanted a little more stability when I'm drilling out the rivets on my Corgi Batmobiles, instead of just doing it by hand, you know. So I picked up that drill press, and I have not tried it out yet because I haven't. The first thing that's going on it is that Corgi Batmobile. I intend to get that started very soon. That's my intention. I know I've been saying I wanted to start on it for the last year and haven't had a chance to yet, but now that I've got that drill press, you know, I've spent the money for it, so my wife's going to expect me to use it. So yeah, I intend to get started on that restoration, and hopefully, and I'll be doing a video as I'm going along with that, so you guys can see kind of what I do when I restore one of those Corgi Batmobiles. And that way, if you want to get one and buy the parts and restore it yourself, then hopefully this video will help you to do that. Alright, I've babbled long enough. Thank you very much for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button and hit the bell if you want to be notified whenever I make my next video. And with that, I hope you all have a great weekend. God bless every one of you. And we will see you all next video.